The myth of Apollo and Daphne. Apollo was the god of the sun. He killed a giant snake with his bow and arrows. Cupid was the god of love. He made people fall in love with his little bow and arrows. One day, Apollo teased Cupid.
"Don't play with your arrows anymore. Learn from me and do great things with your arrows."
Cupid was angry when he heard Apollo's words. He decided to teach Apollo a lesson. He shot Apollo with a golden arrow. It was an arrow of love. The arrow didn't hurt Apollo, but it made him fall in love with the first woman he saw. That woman was Daphne. She was the river god's beautiful daughter. Apollo told Daphne that he loved her, but Daphne didn't like Apollo. As Apollo ran after her, Daphne felt scared and ran faster. Finally, Daphne ran to her father's river. She begged her father for help.
I'm so tired now. Please help me flee from Apollo,
cried Daphne to her father. The river god immediately turned Daphne into a laurel. Apollo was sad to see the laurel. He decorated his crown with the leaves. He also made a lyre with the wood. From then on, the laurel became the symbol of Apollo. A Swiss fairy tale.
It was a sunny day. A lovely girl in a white robe sat beside a spring. She was crying while dabbing her hands in the cool water. A hunter passed by and heard her crying.
"Are you all right?"
asked the hunter. The girl said, "It is a magic spell that made me so sad. The only way to break the spell is to hold my hands until I tell you to let go." The hunter wanted to help her. He held the girl's hands in his palms. The girl's hands were as cold as ice. As he was trying to hold her hands and keep them warm, a dwarf appeared. He brought a basket of gold coins to the hunter. The hunter could easily get it once he let go of the girl's hands. But he chose to keep on holding the girl's hands. He felt the girl's hands becoming warm. A smile appeared on her face. She happily said, "You did it! The spell is broken. You may let go of my hands. Take these gold coins home as my gratitude towards you." Then the girl disappeared with the dwarf. From then on, no one saw the girl again. But it is said the spring has healing powers.
Searching for the Magic Lake.
A long time ago, the Inca Empire was rich and powerful. The king had one son, but the prince was very sick. only the water of the magic lake could cure him. The king announced,
Whoever brings water back from the magic lake will get a reward.
2 brothers from a poor family tried, but failed. The king felt disappointed and put them into prison. The brothers had a sister, Ampata. She was brave and decided to search for the magic lake. During her journey, Ampata met a pair of macaws. She told them her story and asked them where the magic lake was. The macaws started to dance. Then 3 feathers fell. One of the macaws said,
Hold these magic feathers. They will take you wherever you want to go.
With Macaw's help, Ampata arrived at the magic lake. She dipped a jar into the magic water. Ampata held the magic feathers and said, Please, take me to the king's castle. The next moment, she was standing nearby the prince's bed. After the prince drank the magic water, he recovered immediately. The king was very happy. He forgave Ampata's brothers and set them free. He also gave Ampata's family lots of animals and a large piece of land. Ampata and her family lived happily ever after.
How Maui Slowed the Sun.
Long ago, the sun moved too quickly across the sky. People could not do much because the days were too short. Maui said to his brothers,
Let us catch the sun and make it move more slowly. We will make strong ropes, and we can snare the sun when it rises.
The brothers made the ropes, and they prayed to give the ropes the power to hold the sun. That night, they set off to where the sun rose. Soon they reached a great hole from which the sun would rise.
Build a wall of stones to hide behind,
Maui said.
Hurry up, the sun is beginning to wake.
The brothers quickly piled the rocks. The ground began to shake.
Throw your ropes when I say, and do not let go,
Maui said. The sun rose from the great hole. Maui saw the sun's face and told his brothers to snare the sun. Maui then jumped onto the wall, raised the magic jawbone of his grandfather, and smashed it over and over on the sun's head.
You will kill me!
Screamed the sun.
No,
Said Maui.
but I will make you move more slowly.
The sun was weak. Maui told his brothers to loosen the ropes, and the sun drifted slowly into the sky. And that is how today the days are much longer. If you look hard, you can still see the ropes, sun rays, that bind the sun to the earth.
Why do ducks sleep standing on one leg?
Once there were 4 ducks. Each had only one leg.
We cannot move very well.
The biggest duck said.
One leg just isn't enough.
The other 3 ducks agreed. They asked a wise rooster to help write a letter to heaven. The rooster wrote the letter and said,
There is a temple nearby. The temple god can help send your letter.
The ducks thanked the rooster and hopped off. The ducks arrived at the temple. They heard the temple god say,
This incense burner has 8 legs instead of 4.
The god angrily told a monk to remove the 4 extra legs.
God of the temple,
The biggest duck cried.
could you please help us send a letter to heaven? You see, we need 4 legs. We only have 1 each.
The god shook his head and said,
Heaven created each of you with only 1 leg. That is final.
Then the smallest duck said, Temple God, just a moment ago, you asked your monk to remove the 4 legs from the incense burner. The god smiled.
I will grant you your wish. But these legs are made of gold, so you must always guard them.
The ducks kept their promise. At night, each one pulled up its leg so that no one could steal it. Other ducks, seeing this, lifted their leg up too before sleeping. And that's how it all started.